It be like what it be like. Like you already know what it is. It's your boy Calvin Lightmy Way, and this is Cut the Noise, Growing Through Conversation. Welcome back. It's a new year. It's a new you. All that, right? But there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, where people take that a little too little.
True.
Before we get into all that, I'd like to welcome back Brother Mike. What's going on, bro?
What it do? What it do?
What's new? Anything new going on in your life?
Just chilling right now. Just chilling.
Okay. But bro, we seen this video.
Yeah.
About a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
On the homies Aberrant Preach page, right?
Right.
And can you give a little background what was going on in this video, bro?
So basically, this girl named Michaela, I believe her name was.
Right.
She had a boyfriend, and she noticed he liked a picture of an IG model,
right,
or something. And the IG model had plastic surgery, BBL, and all that type of stuff. And, attractive girl or whatever. And like I said, her boyfriend liked it, and she saw it. So she decides to go and get surgery to look like this female. Now, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there was a conversation that took place or not between her and the ex-boyfriend or whatever, but she says she does this, and turns out the relationship ends up not lasting.
Right.
And he's with something completely different.
Right.
In a nutshell.
Gonna insert the video so y'all can hear it out for yourself.
Yeah.
If your boyfriend likes photos and videos of girls with huge butts on the internet, then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Michaela. I have a fat butt. And I will happily block your boyfriend if you ask me. But that's not why I'm here. Why I'm here is to tell you the story of how I got like this. Because I'm just like you. By the way, I have clay all over me. But my ex-boyfriend would like photos of Jeanette Guzman, the Instagram model. I think he actually only liked like 5 photos total. But when I discovered this, and we had just started dating, when I discovered this, I would cry every night. I would devalue myself. I have BPD, by the way. I would devalue myself. I am not good enough. I am not a good enough person because I don't have a fat butt. And I don't have every single surgery that Jeanette Guzman has, so I'm not good enough. And this went on for a long time. I was very insecure, and I became very, very sad, and I just hated who I was. I hated myself. So what did I do? I tried everything in the books. I tried everything I possibly could do to look like Jeanette Guzman. And I think I've done a pretty good job. I think I did a decent job. But now this dude is gone. And apparently his type is completely freaking different to anything I am. So I did all this for nothing! You're telling me I got surgery that I can't reverse. Just for the man to go have a different type. But anyway, this is completely irreversible. So the more weight I gain, the fatter my butt gets, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. It is just constantly growing. And today I was getting bubble tea. Alicia, would you want to tell them the story? I was getting bubble tea today, and some lady on drugs came up to me and was like, "So you like the way you look? This is why young girls blah 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 blah," and just gave me and I just burst into tears. I bursted into tears because I was that young girl, okay, and I became this, and this is not what I want to advertise to anyone. It's going to be so controversial, but people that do this to themselves are mentally ill. If we say we don't, we're lying. Obviously not for everyone. But if you're in that boat, you know what boat I'm talking about. Cancel that surgery. Because 1, the trend's going to be gone in a few years. 2, it hurts, is very painful and costs a lot of money. And 3, you will regret it because that man is going to be gone. And then you'll be stuck with a freaking dump truck that you can't get rid of and get screamed at on the street by old ladies on dry.
What got me when I saw this video,
right,
was the fact that this young lady seemed to be blaming her boyfriend for her making this decision. When, like you said, it didn't seem as if there was any conversation.
Right.
It was, he liked five pictures.
Yeah.
5 pictures that made her spend thousands of dollars and body modification to look like a chick who he liked 5 pictures of.
Right.
Let's let that sink in first before we go any further. He's living with you. You're together. You're in a relationship. He loves you. He's buying you birthday cards and spending time with you, sleeping with you,
Right.
holding you, caring for you. But he likes 5 pictures, and now you're questioning your reality.
Yeah,
Everything about you
Yeah.
that brought him into play.
Right.
You looking like an augmented version of yourself ain't what brought him to the table.
Right.
It was you being you. How? Like how, bro? Like
I guess insecurities. Yeah, that's a whole. I will say I think she took a little bit of accountability and stuff because she was saying like I think she did say she like blamed herself or whatever or whatever. Like I said, I don't know if there was a conversation, but if there was and the boyfriend was like, yeah, you should do it. You know, I like it. Yada yada yada. Then I would definitely, understand like
put some blame.
yeah, put some blame on her. Then you misled her and made her think that's what you wanted, and then she did it for you, and then you end up leaving, and that's not really what you wanted or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so it's just crazy that if she didn't have the conversation with him and she just tried to say, "Surprise, I look like your favorite IG model," then yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane
and very insane, but. There's a lesson in there.
So what's the lesson, dog? What's the lesson?
Don't do it.
Yeah, no. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Me myself, this is just me. I can't speak for nobody else. Know what I pretend that I speak for all men or all black people or all anybody. I speak for me. That just don't do it for me.
Yeah.
I'm not. It doesn't attract me. It's more like, it's more like going to the circus.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh snap! I'm gonna go to the circus. I'm gonna see the bearded lady. Like I don't want to be in the bed with the bearded lady.
Right.
It's like, yo, let me see what's going. Oh, there's the smallest lady in the world.
Right.
Oh snap! That's the smallest lady. She only. Let me go over there and look. I pay a couple dollars. I look.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like. When you look at Instagram or these fake facade people,
right?
That's really kind of what it is.
Yeah.
It's like you peeping through the window at somebody, and it's like, whoa, yo, she built funny, or she built amazing, or however,
right?
Like, and it ain't always got to be about the augmentation part, but it's like. That's all it is. It's just looking through the window at something different.
Yeah.
Right? But for me, and I would think most men, I can't say for sure. Yeah. But from the people that I know, it's like most men don't do nothing for them.
Especially, I feel like if he got with you like this.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And he like a picture, and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna look like her, so he'll like me more." Like
that's like if she like a picture of Michael Jackson, and
right.
I'm about to bleach my skin,
right? Like
chop off my nose.
Come on, bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
come on.
Nah, like
it's even in the video, she did say people who kind of do it to themselves because she was kind of reflecting on it, I guess, and said like it's like a mental illness, and I feel like she kind of right, like. To go that route to like we're not saying there's anything wrong with improving yourself or wanting to better yourself or look better or whatever,
or even changing yourself if that's your decision.
Exactly.
Not somebody else's, not because of a like or a comment,
right?
But because you genuinely feel X, Y, and Z about you, and you want to change it, and you got the bread. Why not? That's
and then if you in a relationship and you actually have a conversation with the person you're trying to please or you're gonna be with, like. Right. Cool, don't just do it behind their back and then, expect them to be happy about it. But
like, yo, she was cute. I'm just saying, like, for example. Like, oh, I look like me, and then my girl come and I got fake muscles on Brock Lesnar.
Right, like
nah.
We're Calvin at.
Right. Like that's weird.
Right, because she didn't marry Brock Lesnar. And maybe she like, slimmer dudes, you know what I mean? Like, And even with that on the men front, like, sometimes we try to get all buff and stuff, but a lot of chicks like skinny dudes, a lot of chicks like buff dudes. Like, there's something for everybody. Everybody don't like the same thing, you know what I mean? You just sometimes gotta, of course, be comfortable with you you know, we all deal with insecurities and things we want to, you know, improve or whatever. But, you know, you have to make sure, like Calvin was saying, like, it part of it is for you. Don't just do it because you see it's a trend on social media and you're like, ooh, I want to do that, you know?
Because, like, the picture of beauty, right, is, how they say, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
True.
Right? So, what's beautiful to me and what's beautiful to you
right,
may differ.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
you may like what you like, I like what I like.
Right.
That doesn't mean that either or is wrong, right? Because it's about what I'm beholding. It's about what you beholding.
Exactly.
Like, it's, you want whoever standing beside you to be what you desire.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's
right.
like, you remember the movie Shallow Hal? Where Jack Black was he was like a stuck-up little cat. I want to say Gwyneth Paltrow was in the movie, but he got hypnotized, right? And when he got hypnotized, he started to see people not for the outward like he was doing before, but for their inner beauty. So he was seeing people like that were not so attractive, that might overweight or something like that.
Yeah.
And he saw the inner beauty. So he saw this chick. She was bad. You know what I mean? And he fell in love with her.
Yeah.
But his friend was looking at him like, yo, why you with her? Like, that ain't your type. He's like, nah, like, she's so hot.
Yeah.
And the movie's like 15 years old, bro.
Yeah.
So if I spoil it and you ain't seen it, that's on you. But long story short, his friend was mad, like, because he couldn't have his buddy go out with him and chase girls like they were doing.
Yeah.
And so he found out the dude that hypnotized him how to break the spell. So after he did, it was like once he see the girl again, he didn't recognize her. He didn't recognize her, but then he found out.
Yeah.
He was trying to see her or get rehypnotized so that before he see her, it wouldn't, you know what I mean, mess everything up.
Right.
But it's like, why would speaking of the movie now, why would a friend, because you like something that I don't like, I'm gonna mess that up.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like, why would a homie do that? Like, nah, you too happy. You can't.
I'm about to say,
you can't be happy with that girl that's built like this, or that girl that's too short, or that girl that's too big, or whatever. Like, nah.
Right.
If a person likes what they like,
right,
let them live.
Let them live,
let
bro.
Them live.
Let them.
Because love. I don't want to get too deep, but love ain't got nothing to do with nobody except for those two people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And whenever you allow outside influences or insecurities to make you want to recreate yourself, you run the risk of destroying what you got.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You mess around, your face get all
especially
tight.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Especially if it's like outside, like social media. If it ain't people, like, I could really care less what everybody else got to say. Like, I'm the type that I'm open to people's opinions, but I'm gonna come to talk to Calvin first before I listen to the internet. You know what I mean? Like, like if it ain't somebody that I'm close with, it really don't matter as much as somebody that don't know me. You know what I mean? Because they know me. They have my best interests at heart. You know what I mean? So if you ain't having those kind of conversations with people who are close to you, you know, that love you for real, I mean, don't really care about what the internet has to say. You know what I mean?
So, getting down a little deeper, because, you know, we about solutions over here, right? In my opinion, I think it's got a lot to do with identity.
True.
Like, not being secure with or knowing who you are, or even what you bring to the table. Right? You know, in the manosphere, that's one of the topics. What you bring to the table.
Yeah.
Right. But it's more than just, you know, cooking, cleaning, whatever. Like, what do you bring? Like, if your identity is tied up in simply your appearance,
right,
you're probably going to go through some augmentations,
and,
because appearances fade for us all.
Exactly.
Appearances fade, but to make yourself look like somebody completely different,
right?
Like, that's mad.
Yeah, that's very weird, bro.
Like, how do you say? Like, I remember when we was coming up. I know for me personally, all parents would always say, "You are beautiful." You are strong just the way you are great how you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now, like, imagine Kim Kardashian having a discussion with with her and Kanye's daughter or something. I can't hear her saying, "Oh, baby, you beautiful just like you are."
Yeah.
Even though baby girl is now, you know what I mean. I'm gonna just put it out there because you are beautiful just the way you are.
Yeah.
But if you're beautiful as the way you are, and then you look at your mom, it's been recreated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard for you for a child of this next coming generation to even have an identity of self-love whenever the parents ain't self-love.
And then it's a trend in the family to get that kind of self-augmentation or whatever. So yeah, I can definitely see that happening.
And it's like, for solution-wise, I feel that all people, every male, woman, whoever, however you identify, trees, dogs, you gotta love you.
Most definitely.
You gotta love you. You have to come into relationship with yourself.
Yeah.
Come in with a pureness or understanding of who you are, man.
Right.
Like, who you are. Like, not to get too over spiritual, you know, that ain't everybody's thing, but that's who I am, so it come out. So when you realize whose you are, and who created you and whose you are, it gives you a different understanding.
Right.
Like, you think about even the science of it, that there were billions of sperm racing to that egg, but you won that race.
You won.
You are here for a purpose. You beat out a billion other people to be born.
Yeah.
You beat out millions and billions of other possibilities, but you here.
Yeah.
You were born to the family that you were, so what?
Yeah.
You're here.
Right.
You are wonderfully and beautifully made.
Right.
This is your opportunity to live and share with the world who you are. Yeah. Why would you transform into or pretend to be? I'm gonna say it like that. Why would you pretend to be? I'm gonna pretend to be Mike. Yeah. I'm gonna dress like Mike. I'm gonna try to talk like Mike. I want to be the next Mike.
Especially when you don't even know Mike.
Right.
You just see the picture of Mike.
I'm just going off what I see online, and instead of being me.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because when we can find out who we are and fall in love with that, the process of growing and learning, developing about us.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We can find our purpose.
Right. We
can find our drive. We'll find our reason for thriving in the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
But without that, I'm gonna copy the trends. I'm gonna follow the trends. I'm gonna be like everybody else. I'm gonna chase after that. I'm gonna be like them, and I'm never gonna know who I am. And then after, like the young lady in this video, after the relationship's gone, then what?
Yep.
If you're doing something for somebody else, then what?
Yep.
She said she was stuck in. She can't reverse the surgery.
Nope.
Doctor said the bigger she get, the bigger her butt gonna get.
Yep.
So it's like she cheat coded the system to get a booty or whatever, and now she got to work out to even keep it.
Yep. Because when you could have just worked out to begin with to hopefully gain it, you know what I mean? Like,
better you.
Exactly, and you not only are you better in your physical, but you better in your internal organs. You know what I mean? So you get the 2 for 1. So, but now you got to work out to keep something you paid thousands of dollars for. So either way, you was gonna have to work out. So, yeah, it's crazy. But I think a real big thing is like, especially for like the younger women, man. Like, you know, you see all these trends and with the BBLs and the IG models and everything, man. Like you were saying, you gotta love yourself, and you can't get wrapped up into that whole fantasy world. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta love yourself for real and be confident. You know, there's better ways to go about improving yourself than just spending thousands of dollars on surgery. You know, work out, eat better. Read, you know, because like you said, it ain't just about the. I'm big on looks. I mean, I'm sure you are too. You know, I believe it matters to a point because you want to be attracted to the person. But like you were saying, people are attracted to different things.
Right.
So I'm not gonna try to just find somebody who I think look good but is an airhead. You know what I mean? Like,
Like we ain't got
nothing. Like, you know, you can't. It's nothing. It's pointless. Over time, like, because like you said, beauty fades, and of course you can do things to keep your beauty and stay, you know, whatever. Like, I ain't saying you gotta let yourself go as you get older. But over time, you know, you're not gonna be the little.
You're not gonna be 20 years.
Yeah, you know, you're not gonna be that. So
when you 60.
Exactly. So you want to have wisdom. You want to have life experience. You want to have value on the inside. You know, you don't want to just have this beautiful body and beautiful face. Because as good as it is,
that come a dime a dozen.
Exactly.
People paying for that.
Exactly. Like, you know, have good character, have good morals and stuff, man. Right. So that's what really matters.
And like he said, man, you gotta love you.
Yeah.
Period. Self-love. And the more that you put inside yourself from a mental and spiritual side, the more you understand and see the world different anyway.
This is true.
It's like when we were coming up, you know, before we got into church or reading the Bible or anything, right. It's like we were just wilding.
Yeah.
We were just wilding, doing life, like doing stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna say it like that. But once your eyes were open or you made a decision to do something different, you saw everything different.
Yeah.
Your eyes were open. And it reminds me of this young lady, man.
Yeah.
Like, she's having her eye-opening experience now in front of the world on TikTok. Bro.
And it's too late.
Yeah.
Thankfully she had it though, and you know, thankfully she owned up to it, and she was vulnerable enough to even put it out there.
Because it's gonna help somebody.
Yeah, it's gonna because a lot of women, young girls especially, are gravitating towards that route, and it's crazy because I got this one girl in mind I know who done it, and she didn't even really need it. I'm like, why are you doing it? You good? You know what I mean? Yeah. But her mind, it will make her better. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, it's like we said. Men, we different. Look, like we'll like it, but that don't mean we gonna wipe you. You know?
Okay. That's the difference. Here's the shift, y'all. That's the difference. If you want to be something to have fun with, enhance, throw whatever hair on, and you know, put the smallest whatever on,
right?
The tightest whatever on, and guess what? You be somebody to have fun with.
Type stuff.
That's exactly who you will be. That's how they will see you, and that's really you limiting you, flat out. Now, if you want to be somebody's wife, you want to be a life partner, you have to bring something to the table. And a lot of people get this junk misconstrued, effed up, okay? And women just say, I am the table. I am this and I am. Okay, baby, looks come a dime a dozen.
I'm telling you.
And looks ain't everything.
No.
I don't care what people say. Looks ain't everything.
No. And I like looks. And they ain't everything.
There are men out here that are marrying, wifing up women that ain't on their top tier list, but they checked all the other boxes.
Exactly.
They came with a strong foundation and built up. I ain't saying that they threes or twos or nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they come in strong and they cover their bases. What you should bring to the table, it varies from man to man, but on basics. Stop me if I say something wrong. Okay?
Got you.
Your basics, you got to be caring.
Yeah.
Okay? With man, we hard. Our boys ain't that sensitive. Yeah. You know what I mean? We gonna need we need somebody like a pillow. I'm gonna say it like that. You gotta have somebody that's got soft skin. We want to have somebody that's tender, somebody that can listen, somebody that's gonna give us that. I'm gonna say even like a motherly feel. Not saying we want another mama. We don't. But we want that tender, that care. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. When we sitting down watching the movie, we ain't want you to be sitting like the homies. Right. You know what I mean? I don't need you sitting beside me like this. Right. That's the homie. Right. I need a different vibe for you. Yes. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's one. That's one thing. Two, we need a little conversation.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And the conversation ain't just you blabbing about everything that happened in your life.
Right.
Sometimes it's listening.
Mm-hmm.
Letting a brother talk. Let a brother vent. And sometimes we don't have nothing to say. And guess what? You ain't got to say nothing either.
Right.
That might be controversial. Sometimes quietness, peace.
Yeah.
Be a brother's peace.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Be a brother's peace. And of course you can talk. I mean, I ain't saying be quiet, be
right.
silent slave.
Right.
Heck no, don't want that.
Right.
On top of that, we need a mother for our children. Right? Most men, they got a seed in them. They want a seed out here at some point.
Yeah.
We don't want a woman that don't know how to take care of yourself. You got to know how to take care of yourself before you can take care of a baby.
Yes.
Because a baby can't do nothing for themselves.
Yeah.
But if you don't know how to properly wash, you don't know how to take care of your hygiene. And I'm talking to the young ladies out here. Because a lot of these women, they be dressed up, they be beautified, but they be musty.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to change the subject on you. But did you see, I don't know if you know who, you know who the rapper Glorilla is?
Yeah.
She talking about she wear the black underwear. Did you see that?
No.
To hide the doo-doo stains. Bro, like, people.
Wow.
People will, like, comment, like, bro, like, some things you just need to keep to yourself, bro.
Like I said, you gotta know how to properly clean yourself. Okay? Ain't no nothing about that.
Yeah.
You know
she put it out there. I'm just, hey.
You gotta know how to properly clean yourself.
Please.
You know what I mean? Men are primarily full of testosterone. We gonna have a little funk with us.
Yeah.
We want to smell some Bath and Body Works over there.
Like,
we want to smell some sweetness.
There's a difference between men and women, bro. Like,
we want a different type of energy. We don't want a homie.
Yeah, y'all. There's a reason there's such a thing called ladylike. Yeah. You gotta be ladylike. You know.
You know another thing that throw me off, bro, is a female that like uses mad profanity.
Oh yeah.
That's a super turn off, bro.
I can
like,
see that.
Just mad cut
for no reason.
Just for no reason.
Yeah.
Like she just my money, yo.
For no reason, yeah.
Dang,
or bruh you to death.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, calm down. Yeah. You ain't my bruh. Yeah, like.
No. Not if you trying to be somebody, girl.
No, not if we cool, we friends or whatever. But
a companion.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna get you in there. That ain't gonna get you no ring, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
There's a lot more stuff to come on that list. You know, femininity and all that.
Yeah.
You can check out other people for that. But I'm just saying, there's things that you can bring to the table.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's not just appearance.
No.
It's not just
sex.
What you were born with between your legs. It ain't just that.
Right.
It's real relationship connection. It's real relationships and dealing with one another.
Right.
Cause this is what life will get you in marriage, right? Okay. There's gonna be a point in your life through marriage when it gets a little old, right? You're gonna hit rough patch. You gonna have to get through it. And most will. Then there's gonna come another stage in your life. Whenever you get like your middle age and your parents start dying.
Yeah. And
you're gonna have to deal with that together.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be people in your life that are going to leave. And while this relationship or marriage is together, y'all are going to have to deal with that loss.
Right.
And it takes a different level of understanding and care to deal with that type of loss. You losing a family member, like a brother, a sister, a cousin, or a mom or dad. Like, it's different.
Yeah.
And to have a spouse or person that can deal with that with you and be there for you, like, it's a different type of support.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And with marriage, it's gonna happen. Staying there long enough, it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
And then or parents or somebody gets sick, and then they have to move in, and you guys got to change routine.
Right.
And take care of loved ones. Like, that's life.
Right.
It happens. But if we're not flexible enough, you know, able to be malleable and flex and learn together how to deal with a situation, every obstacle or problem will be just that.
Yeah.
But those same obstacles and problems can become opportunities to learn and get better.
For real.
Right?
Right.
That's the mindset of life. Like we can go through anything, bro.
True.
Even like this young lady in this video. And I pray she's doing good right now. I pray she's doing good.
Right.
You know, she's got a lot of attention on her right now. But I pray that she's getting the mental help and she's getting in a better place. You know what I mean?
Right.
And she very well may find somebody that loves and cares for who she is now.
Right.
And who she'll be moving forward.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But what we have to do is process it, man.
Yeah.
We have to process this journey together.
Yeah.
And if you doing the relationship thing, it's learning.
Yep.
We gotta have a mindset where we're looking for solutions, man. Where we're looking for opportunities to grow. Because that's the thing. Every argument can be an opportunity.
Yep.
There's a lesson to be learned. There's a way that we can come. You know what, man? I messed up.
Yep.
I didn't see it like this, or yada yada. And you can get better.
Right. You just said something I want to touch on. Kind of relating to the whole red pill stuff too, though. But you was like, as far as the girl is concerned, like you hope she finds somebody that accept her for who she is and yada 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 and all that. And I like that because I feel like a lot of times, especially like with like some red pill content, it's like once a woman, because you know how they talk about like the woman going through her 20s, like thotting it up, if she got a baby mama, like no man, baby, that's my fault. Like a man shouldn't be with a woman with a baby daddy and all this type of stuff, and basically making it seem like
she's cast away.
Yeah, like it's all, and it's like I think it's like no, because I mean I get it, I get the perspective, but it's like when I think about it, then I hear some of these cats like try to quote the Bible or the Quran and stuff. It's like they miss the redemption aspect a lot of time, because like if you think about when God called Abraham was idolater. He was worshiping a whole different God when he was called. Like Israel backslid so many times.
Right.
Christians, Muslims, whatever you believe in, we all backslide.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that, to say we need to put up with anything, but it's like, if you're going to go the religious route with it, or, you claim to be that or whatever.
There was a brother in the Bible that was called to marry a harlot.
Yeah.
That was called to marry
Exactly. And it was an example of what God was basically doing with Israel, because he called, Israel was basically a harlot, but God saw the value in it to say, you know what, I want to take you out of this and bring you up and make you something better.
Right.
And I feel like with relationships, it can be the same thing. You know what I mean? Even the Bible calls the man the head of the household and all this, that to the third. Like, yeah, this woman may have had a past. This woman, heck, even Mary Magdalene, she was a thought back in the day. Jesus delivered her. You know what I mean? And
in other words, if she was in today's time, she'd be an IG thought.
Yep. And Jesus would have delivered her. And hopefully, don't really say nothing about it, but we don't know if she got married or whatever. But she would have had the potential to be someone's great wife. And she would have had, and a valuable thing she could have brought to the table was her life experiences on what not to do. You know what I mean? Like, because just because you took the wrong path don't mean you don't have no value. Because you can show where the wrong road is. You know what I mean? So I feel like we miss that sometimes because with this whole man versus woman or whatever, pointing the finger type thing, like we forget that we all have a story to tell. We all done some dirt. We got some baggage, and we can bring some lessons to the table, even if it ain't always pretty. Because if you had a perfect life, I still feel like if you had a perfect life, you could have something to say, but it's not, because most people gonna take the wrong path.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to relate.
Exactly. Ain't nobody gonna be able to relate, because 99% of humanity is gonna fail.
Absolutely.
So that's all I'm saying. Like, we still gotta remember to have mercy on each other, because men and women, we all we got.
Yeah. And see, going back to what you said, there is this idea of man versus woman.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yep.
Okay. The social standards or desires, what a woman should do, man should do, all that, like, these lines are getting jacked up. They're getting blurred.
Very.
What's true, what's real, is between you and your spouse.
Facts.
You and your man, you and your woman, whatever. Like, y'all two. It's not about the world. It's not about these manosphere, women, pink pill, purple pill, blue pill,
Right.
red. It's not about that. It's about, all right, these spaces, primarily, I'm going to speak for the red pill.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, it was created to help guys that didn't have strong guys in their life to teach them that.
Right. And that's
I feel like that's really why it was developed.
Right.
Right. Now, it may have morphed and turned into something else. You may have different head figures and that's moving and shaking in different directions.
Right.
But at its foundational level, that's all it was for. Right. Giving some game, helping people get through and figure it out.
Right.
Because it's hard.
Right.
Not to say that it's easy to be a woman, but certain things in life play out better in your hand.
That's true. This is facts.
Just like there's certain things that's gonna play out better for a man's hand. On the flip side, okay. So what we have to do is come together.
Right.
The problem that most people have is the idea of submission.
Yeah. That's true.
With women and feminists and so forth, it's the idea of submitting. It's like, why I'm gonna submit? I'm strong. I can do that.
Independent.
And that's true.
Yeah.
You are strong. You are independent. But you being independent is why you will be alone. Okay? Because a man is developed to take care and protect.
Yep.
If I can't protect you, why do you need me?
Right.
You don't.
Right.
If I can't provide for you or cover you, all right, we ain't even just talking about money. I'm talking about covering you, okay, in a spiritual sense. If I can't cover you, I'm covering your nakedness from this world. I'm protecting you from the hardships of the world. That's my job.
Right.
If I can't do that for you, you don't need me.
Yeah.
Why am I going to be around? Right? Because for men, majority of times, not speaking for all, speaking for me, and I'm speaking for a few brothers in my church that I've talked to, most men don't need a woman. Period.
Yeah.
Not saying that we don't love them. Not saying that it's not a amazing desire and to have and to hold.
Right.
But the word need, I can survive by myself.
Right.
I can protect myself physically.
Yeah.
I ain't scared of no bump in the night. I can handle mine. I can shoot the wounds. I can work. I can grind. I can make the bread necessary for me to live. I can thrive.
Can save some money.
Facts.
No.
You know what I mean? Ain't lying. But most men don't quote unquote need a woman.
Right.
We want women. We have a desire for women.
Yeah.
It's different, right? We have a desire for women.
Right.
We want a woman. A woman might need a man in some respects.
Yeah.
Need a man to handle this, need a man to handle that. I don't just want a woman that just need me.
Right, you want a woman.
On the flip side, neither.
Exactly.
I don't want you to just need me, because if I'm just social service, I'm Mr. Welfare.
You just a meal ticket.
If that's all I don't want to be that either.
No.
But if I don't feel that I'm needed, I'll go somewhere else.
Exactly.
That's that's the psychology of man in a nutshell. We want to feel needed. You know what I mean? For the women that listen, have you ever asked your man to do something and know he didn't want to do it, but when he got to doing it and you started giving him a little bit of praise, oh baby, all you doing is so well, or I appreciate it. Bro, start doing a lot of extra stuff. He started going, shoot, she
like that.
She like how I did that. I'm about to fix something else.
Yeah. I'm
about to build something else. It's like that desire to fulfill, like it's part of our makeup. Yeah. Like even going back to Genesis, like when God put Adam in the garden, He put bro to work.
Pretty much. First thing, before he even gave him a wife.
Say it again.
Before he even gave him a wife.
He put him to work. What do I mean? It literally says that he planted a garden and he placed man in the center of the garden. And he had to dress the garden. That means he had to farm. Mm-hmm. He had to take care of it. Mm-hmm. He had to till the ground. Yep. He had to name the animals. Yep. He had to work. That brings man fulfillment.
Yep.
Right? Now, when you bring a woman into play, she's supposed to be a helpmeet. It don't mean that I need baby to help me level this floor out.
Yeah.
I don't need you to I don't need you to grab the other end of this refrigerator or put this motor in with me. That ain't my help, man. I need you to help me in places where I need help.
Yeah.
I need you emotionally.
Right.
I need you for that care. I need that tender touch. Whenever your boy done been out there grinding and you give him a back rub, that is what I'm telling you. I'm giving you cheat codes.
Cheat codes.
That's what a brother needs.
Yeah.
Right? For him to feel appreciated for the what he brings. Right? And on the flip side, brothers, you already know, a woman wants to be loved. She wants to be loved the way she wants to be loved. What I mean by that, you know, they got the love languages joints, right?
Yeah.
Like, women, they all different. All right, there's some advice I can give you, man. Women, cut it off for a second. Like, push pause. Don't
skip
listen.
this part.
Skip like 30 seconds. You know, go ahead. Bruh, they all crazy. Okay?
Hey, man, listen.
They all crazy. But you got to deal with the crazy that you can deal with, right? And you got to love that woman the way she wants to be loved. She might have a different desire or need something different now than she did when you first met, but you got to give her that.
Yeah.
Why? Because you got to figure her out. Because they crazy.
Different creatures, bro.
They different. They ain't like us. And that's good. Because we don't like each other that much all the time. You know what I mean? Now, welcome back, women. I know y'all will listen.
Yeah.
That's how I knew y'all sneaky. But,
right.
But nah, in reality, like, it takes us to be the other half of that puzzle.
Yeah.
Because these pieces, they come together and not just sexually.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
As people in a relationship together, making each other better, covering our blind spots.
Right.
Because think about it, a man will see a snake from a long ways off before a woman ever see it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people here.
Yeah.
You know, a man will see a snake long way, baby. That joke, he ain't right.
Yeah. They
something. Oh, you don't know him. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
Be careful.
And next thing you know, it come up. It might be months later.
Yep.
Do you know he said? You're like, really?
No. Yep.
Yeah.
Been.
Who told? Yeah, you were right.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't.
And then on the flip side, women can see what man can't when it comes to other women.
Yeah.
Women can see it.
Yeah.
But you have to be having those conversations, that pillow talk, that understanding where you know what the other person talking about.
And be open enough to receive it.
There you go.
Because it ain't just about communication. It's about receiving and articulating it, taking it in.
You got to understand what we're talking
exactly. About. So.
Yeah, in a nutshell. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you do it. In a nutshell, what do you believe the main message of today has been?
Don't get a BBL. Nah, I believe it's been self-love.
Right.
You know, love yourself, know yourself, figure out who you are as a person. And your purpose, you know, what you want, or, you know, people have different ways they go about how to find their purpose. Some people believe it's a God-given thing. Some people believe you can make your purpose whatever you want it to be, yada, yada, yada. But the important thing is find it. You know what I mean? And it may not be as big as the next person's. It may not be as small. It may not be this or that. But find what makes you, where you thrive, where you have joy, where you have peace, and you will know yourself. And that way you can bring something of that nature to the table when you trying to find a potential partner for life.
Right.
You know, but yeah, I think those are like two of the big things, 2 or 3. I said, what, self-love,
Right.
identity, and purpose. Yeah.
Facts. Hey, that's it, man.
Yeah.
Lock in, get understanding. We're growing through these conversations, so make sure when you go out with the ones around you, family and friends, have those conversations.
Indeed.
Because that's where we grow. Not arguing,
Right.
conversation. Till next time, stay encouraged, stay positive and productive. 2023, let's go. Let's get it. Chill.
Cheers.